Hello and welcome everyone again to another video, and in today's video we have some catch cup battles. As you guys can see, I made another Pokemon which I have 3 built off so far. I think this is the 4th one, but in my defense I caught a rank 1 double XL Frostlass, and I already built a Shadow Whiskash early in the season and an Annihilate. So in this team, the idea, why do I have this? Because I couldn't find an Obama Snow. I don't have a non-Shadow Obama Snow built, still don't have one. So I'm like, I need a Shadow Obama, I need an Obama Snow for all these Glygots. And then I looked up, like, I don't have an Obama. I could made an A9, and when I looked it up, I'm like, I could also do a Frostlass. And to be honest, Frostlass is a fun Pokemon to use. So in this team, we are running Annihilate, Shadow, Whiskash, and Frostlass. Typical moveset on everything except on Ape. I am not running Ice Punch. We are running Night Slash just for the mirror because this thing is just everywhere. So in the first battle here, we have a horrible lead. I swapped into Frostlass. I think opponent basically swapped the wrong Pokemon. So since I'm ahead on energy, I'm just gonna throw this and try to get an early advantage as possible. Opponent left the matchup. To be honest, it's because like they swapped to the wrong Pokemon, and now I'm just gonna switch the order of this team. So what does switching the order mean? I mean, like in the last game when they led Mantine, I noticed like I'd rather be a Frostlass lead and swap out if it's something, because technically like my back, like Ape and Whiskash are both weak to Flyards, and most people are now leading Flyards in the Open Great League. Like, see, that's the reason. And we're catching a Gligar into the lead, and I think this matchup is so scuffed because if they are Shadow Gligar, because technically Dig plus Swing Attack can knock you out. That's how frustrating like playing against the Gligar is. But you can always shield. I'm not gonna shield this one. This is an aerial ace. They didn't even build for it. And now I'm in a good situation because I have so much energy. Honestly, I would rather just swap out whenever I saw that thing into a Whiskash to bait out something that's weak to ice in case they do have it. But I'm like, okay, let's just stay in and just punch them all the way down as much as we can. And they turned out they had to have a Whiskash in the back, just like everyone, because Whiskash is just, to be honest, everywhere. The play here is straightforward: land the Shadow Ball and straight Night Slash because they don't have fast move pressure. And look at that angry Ape wanting to punch through the Whiskash as much as possible. Okay, Ape still punching and Ape securing the win. And now moving into the next one, we have a horrible lead, Shadow Empoleon. Luckily we have 2 stuff in the back, and something here, if you guys noticed, I threw on 5. If you swap in a 2-turn versus 3 Pokemon, because swap takes a turn, throwing good timing is actually 258, not 147. And opponent here is swapping in a very small Azu. Like the bubble of that Azu is literally bigger than the Azu. Look how funny that thing is. Okay, let me just wait. Look, the bubble is 3 times bigger than the Azu. That's an extra small Azumarill. Like, I actually can't stop laughing. Look at that. The bubble is legit. Like, each bubble of them way bigger than the Azu. I don't know how that Azu is getting these bubbles off. Opponent is still not throwing, I think, because it's a very XL Azu. So if that Azu sneeze, it will die, basically, just as simple as that. Like, what's the charge move? They didn't throw anything, dude. I'm like, I'm sure they have so many of them. Opponent having Clodside. Clodside is a horrible Pokemon. I know people love it because it's a bulky Pokemon. It was supposed to be a good Pokemon. Niantic did a Niantic thing. They removed Stone Edge, they removed Surf, and they removed Poison Jab. Now it's just a horrible Pokemon that doesn't do anything. It's just like literally a bad Umbreon with like more weaknesses. They brought back the Clodside. I think I am still in a tough situation here because if I need to live this EQ. I do have a Shadow Ball, right? So now I need 2 moves, okay? An ideal move play would be just farming them all the way down, but you know me, I'm gonna KO them because I want them to use their shields, and now I'm gonna KO them on a CMP. That's a very unnecessary play, but hey, we like those. This is a very neutral play, honestly, and they both can win. Like, the Shadow Dragon, I'm assuming if they throw in good timing, wins this matchup. Opponent decided to go to Azu. I don't have an Azu solution, so I'm just gonna throw a Shadow Ball and then go to my Whiskash. Whiskash now can handle the Azu as long as we invest shields or the opponent just doesn't throw charge move. One of those situations. So now we're just gonna CMP. I should live this. And we get to... Okay, we don't get to. Honestly, this is a very good punching down range. And opponent swapped into... Oh my... They are... I'm sure opponent just built this Knocked Owl. They have extra sensory. Extra sensory is the worst fast move you could run on that thing. And honestly, I think, like, because it happened with me, whenever I built a new Pokemon, sometimes I forget to use the TM. So now we're just gonna CMP them. You guys see that? I CMP them. I know they count for extra sensory. That's why they call me the best player in the world. They brought back the Dragonair, and in this situation, I'm trying to CMP them by a miracle, but they refuse to throw, which is a good play by them. But to be honest, this game is just GG. Like, there is no way they can win this game. Because I'm just gonna outpace here and Night Slash them, then just farm all the way down. If we get a boost, we kill in 4. As long... Okay, they don't have a shield, so it doesn't matter. Wigglytuff. So, how am I supposed to play this matchup? If you are able to call an Icy Wind bait, that's like the best possible way to play this matchup. And here, I think I'm going to try to call the bait. So, we're just going to try to call an Icy Wind bait because we live it. Okay, they didn't bait. So, now we're just going to go Whiskash and throw... this Scald is supposed to knock them out, and hopefully they don't shield. If they shield, I'm going to be in a tough situation. Opponent to bring in a Jellicent. Yo, Whiskash has to take down an entire team. I have to call a bait, okay? So just as simple as that. Okay, they have Bubble Beam for some reason. Why? Why would you run Bubble Beam? That actually put me in a way better situation, because now I'm just gonna CMP him. Okay, I didn't CMP them. Well, I just need to throw this because this KOs. That's why you, one of the things that Shadow Whiskash actually picks up over the non-Shadow is the which I just played. What was it? The Jellicent. Okay. I think like the lights are getting darker, so let me just put the blinders off and 1 second. Okay, now we have more lights, and opponent is queuing into the wrong league with a Little Cup team, so they have a Vulpix into my own Frostlass. Vulpix has Weather Ball and a Dark Pulse, so this I'm assuming going to be a Dark Pulse, which didn't do that much damage. Opponent swapped in a Wooper. Water Gun Wooper, and that Water Gun Wooper is dead. Okay, they brought back the Vulpix, so I have to throw this charge move as soon as possible because I don't want to get another Dark Pulse. We're still going for the full farm down, and oh my, this Vulpix is actually a tanky Pokemon. Look at that, hanging out around a XL Frostlass. Now we're just going straight Shadow Ball because I did this so cringe. I don't wanna talk about this matchup. It's like literally like you going into like a, you know, like you like 30 years old going into like an elementary school and punching kids. Opponent is swapped in a Skarmory. So this is very weird because, okay, here's the thing. Shadow Whiskash destroys a Skarmory. Well, it's not destroy, but since you outpace, but you still have to shield. Because this is one of the matchups where the Shadow Whiskash is actually better than another one, which is the Skarmory, where 2 Scalds kill a Skarmory. Okay, so now, since they shielded, I'm gonna shield. And we're just gonna try to throw right before they get to the move. I don't know if Mud Bombs KO, so good thing that we hold it on the energy. So now all we need to do is just throw these Mud Bombs. Okay, so I'm gonna try to swap out as soon as possible, and we're not gonna shield this, and we're just gonna try to not Light Slash this thing as... Oh my, what is that animation? Okay, 1, 2. Okay, we're just gonna shield here. I'm assuming this is another Icy Wind, but all we need to do is just to farm this thing down and just Shadow Ball whatever comes in. Whoa. I think that Night Slash would do it, but I'm double debuffed. That's what like had me worried, to be honest. And now they have a Clodside with Poison Sting, which means I could just throw this. I could have just swapped out, to be honest, and just Scald. And the thing is, since they are Poison Sting, I can just get to another move here. That's how horrible it is to have Poison Sting. If you want to run this thing, you need Mudshot Stone Edge, because Niantic took away the Stone Age. This is a horrible lead. Technically, we're ABA weak to this, but I'm still going to swap out into the WHISCASH. People stay in this matchup thinking that they win. They beat the non-Shadow WHISCASH, but they don't beat the Shadow WHISCASH. That's why we run Shadow WHISCASH. Jollicent, Azu, Skarmory. Those 4 matchups just become way better. I'm not going to try to scald them here, to be honest, because all I care about is just getting as much damage as possible. And if I can get them as low as possible, I can just Powder Snow down after. And that would be like the dream scenario. A good play by them would be like throwing and under charging. Okay, or they don't throw at all. So what am I gonna do is I'm just going to go Frostlass here to soak up all the energy. So you know like how much they farm down, and now all of the energy is wasted. This is a trick play where we say like soak all the energy on the thing that resisted, and they do have a Salazzle. I'm getting melted down here, literally. Like look how much damage these Incinerates are doing. This is like a Confusion Mewtwo level, dude. Oh my, I thought the Night Slash KOs. In my defense, I've never played against that thing because that thing is... And I'm gonna end up losing this matchup, to be honest. Because my play was Shadow Balling them. So props to them. Very good play by them, to be honest. I didn't know my matchup. That's basically it. So now I need to like farm them down and hope that they don't have a move, which I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do have a Poison Fang here, and the Poison Fang should take me out, even though it's resisted, but it does so much damage from Salazzle. It has so much attack. Okay, moving into the next battle, we have a Decidueye. This is a dominant matchup. They swapped into their own Frostlass, okay, and they threw before me, which tells me that they either have Crunch or Triple Axle or like anything. So I'm just going straight Shadow Ball. We're not screwing around here, and we're just going to go Frostlass at this point and throw a Scald. Triple Axle with Shadow, double boosted. I'm not gonna shield, to be honest, so I'm just gonna try to overfarm a bit and then throw the Scald. Scald should do lots of damage if it's landed, and now all we need to do is that. I don't care about winning switch now. Yes, they do have a thing, but I am up a shield, which means I can just go straight Shadow Ball. No reason to play around, because all we need is just to throw these Shadow Balls. And if we land the Shadow Ball, we should win the game. Their play is actually calling a bait, so that's why we're not baiting here. I think I should have overfarmed a bit. I ended up... This is a forced overtap, okay, guys? So let me just go back to it. So if you see what happened, the game stopped like giving me frames for a second, and I wanted to tap my move, so I ended up getting an extra fast move because technically the game wasn't working as intended. See, now you're gonna see the game pausing. Okay, let me make it now. Okay, by the way, the game, see, in these like half a second here, the game stopped registering energy. I will get the energy back, so this is technically like I'm losing something, but the bad situation is I'm forced to go above where I want to be. So if I insta throw, I win CMP, I don't need to shield, and I just go Frostlass, Shadow Ball them. But the game put me in a tough situation now because I'm forced to adapt to the current situation of the lag. Honestly, like, I do consider adapting to lag as a skill, but it shouldn't be a thing because games are not supposed to lag. Okay, and we're just going straight for the Shadow Ball. We should get this off and we win CMP, and this should knock them out, and that is a good game. Moving into the next one, Wigglytuff with a beanie and a shiny with a bot. Is that a boy? What do you call that? Why did they say beanie? That's not a beanie. And now we're just going to call an icy wind. I thought I lived the next charm, so I tapped an extra fast move because you know me, like I'm just going for the great timing because I'm supposed to be an educational streamer that teach you guys how to throw in good timing. So I ended up doing a horrible play. Sorry for that, chat. But now we're just going straight Scald, and now I'm going to go throw on horrible timing because the extra charm that they got won't be registered. I'm just gonna swap out regardless of what they do. And I have just to shield this no matter what they throw here, and it's an Ice Punch. We can do 3 fast moves, and then as we learned from last game, we should be able to live this. to live the EQ and get to another move and then farm them down. What the heck? Why are you sludging? I mean, technically they do need 2 moves. Okay. Why did I let them throw there? Well, technically this doesn't KO, right? So we're just gonna Night Slash, and then get out. And then scald them, because we should get to this move before them. And okay, there is one more battle. That's not the end. See guys, we have so many battles for today. How are you guys playing Catch Cup? Please let me know. I'm actually interested to know how are you guys doing. I'm just gonna get out here. Honestly, like an ideal play would be like throw a Shadow Ball, tank a move, then swap out. But Shadow WHISCASH has a better play than non-Shadow against Dugong. So I'm just gonna stay in and chip them as much as possible. I don't care about winning this, but what I care about is putting them in a low health. And here I went and like intentionally went for the CMP. It's a risky play and should not be a thing, but hey, if I get it. And now look at that. Usually, like whenever you see such a health like that, I always ask myself, that will give me 1 counter worth of energy. But if I go Frostlass, that's like 4 or 5 powdered snows. So would you rather get off 1 fast move here or 5 fast move? In both of the situations, the opponent is not getting a charge move. So I'm going to go Frostlass and leave with lots of energy. I think we get 4 powdered snows. So now, no matter what they have in the back, I should be in a way better situation. Except this one. That was literally the only Pokemon that I didn't want to see. Oh my, we get a forced overtap. I think... yeah. Now I just want them to no shield. If they shield, we're cooked. Okay, they shield. That was literally the only Pokemon I didn't want to see. So yeah, we're just gonna top left. And was that the last? No, there is another one. I'm playing this Pokemon which I had no clue that it exists in the game. The name of this Pokemon is Crabominable. What the heck is that? It's an ice fighting Pokemon? What the heck? I've never knew about this Pokemon. I've never seen it. Unless this one evolved from the purple crab Pokemon, like the fighting poison. But I'm assuming every crab Pokemon has a crab hammer and it's a hard-hitting charge move. It's a very hard-hitting charge move. For some reason, I'm outpacing them. How? Oh, my opponent actually gave me a way better play now that them swapping into the Piloswine. So I'm just gonna throw this. I'm assuming opponent have a Piloswine because they played the Evolution Cup. And they built that thing. So now we're just going to punch everything down. Like, what they gonna do? Bring in the Decision Y? Yo, Decision Y. Guess what? You're about to get hit by a Shadow Ball. How about that? You flying ninja grassy thing. Okay, we're supposed to shield this. And this is a good game. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching. This is the end of the video. If you guys like these battles, please leave a like. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And see you in the next video. Peace, everyone.